Hi friends, so this is our 17th lesson on types of CSS selectors. So I already went live for it, but I don't know how the live went wrong. But now I am again explaining you in this lesson the whole thing that I taught in the live lesson. Okay, so now this was the code that I wrote in the front of the people who were live at that time, and this was the final output that came. You can also check the playlist, and this is the live one, but it is now private. I have done it private because it will be wrong. That's why I don't want you to tell you wrong things. So first I did was made a file. Like I will duplicate a file. I will first rename that file Akshat 15. I will rename it as Akshat 15 live. Okay, and this would be new file Akshat 15. So this was the live one that I made. Okay, so now I will tell you this one Akshat 15 that what I did. I will do same tell you what all I told. Okay, I will sorry, I don't know why is the yes. Now so first I will go sorry here Akshat 15 got an error. I will dispose it. I will again go live. Okay, now it is live. I will also duplicate it, duplicate, and I will also get it as I will also display both of them. Don't worry. Yes. So this was that I made in the live. Yes. Now I will change the title to this types of CSS selectors, and here it is. I will add this here. I will now add the style tag that I did first. Okay, style. I will save it. Now the first thing I did was added these both things. Okay. So first I added an h1 containing the class head and red CL and types of selectors. So you can just remove this. I will remove this for and making you understand from the beginning. So I made this h1 and this paragraph. Okay, then what I did was I coded for these. So the thing I did was this. Also I added a list. I will just display it. Okay, so I hope been you must have been seeing it as it all went wrong, but we can leave it and focus on the thing that we are learning now. So if you are one from the last one, then this will be more detailed for you, as when I went live, so there was an error, a bug in my live and the network. So now this will be a more explained one, but it would be a short time as that all went in that only. Okay, so as you can see, I've saved it and this all is displayed. Let me make you understand what all I have done. First I made an h1 and I wrote the text as types of CSS selectors. Then I added a paragraph and wrote some text in it. Then if you have seen my list video, it was around before lesson 10 of web designing, so you can see that it was of list. So in that I told you how to make lists. So then in this lesson I made an order list. Then I add 5 li tags in it. Okay, in each of the tags I will comment this one. Okay, I will start from the beginning here. So I made these li's list tags. First, we would talk about the element selector. So the element selector is nothing but the element that you can see. So as you can see this element here. So this is all that I did. I added CSS to all the elements. In the last lesson, last lesson, I told you how to add CSS to elements. In this also, we did like that only. So I will remind you and make you remember like how to add CSS to elements and make our web page good and very very good. So like here is an h1. So h1 is an element like p and like li, so I wrote all of these here. Then in the first h1 I added the style. So font style, it makes it italic. Font weight, it made it bold. Text decoration, it changed it to underline. So the thing it was this, it changed the format to this. Okay, if I will comment this and save. So this was normal like this, and when I will uncomment it, it become like this. Okay, I will upload both these files there for you to see, and if I would get time and get an idea to edit my last video and make it live too, and like show you how I did, then I would do the same and I would teach you how to do it. Okay, now in this p tag, I added a p element and changed its color to red, as you can see here. Sorry, here. Then I add the LIs which I added. I changed their font size to larger and the list type equal to circle. Okay, so this was our element selector. I hope you understood it. Okay, so now if you have seen my video till here, if you are liking it, if you are only liking it, then like this video. But if you are only liking it, okay, now I will tell you what I did next. Now we talked about class selector. So class selector is nothing but a selector which consists of class. Okay, so now I will add two classes to this h1, head and the red color. Okay, I will add the same class red color or red CL here. Okay, now what I will do is I will comment this one. I will add another style tag. I will save it. So the next thing I did was I will copy this whole, but I will also remove some of this. I will keep it commented and I will tell you what to do, when to do. So like this is no use for you. Sorry. So from here it is. I will remove this also. Remove this. So for the time being we are not talking about this and this also. I added a ID. Sorry, this is an ID. Now we are talking about this class one. I will uncomment this. I will save it. So then when I added this class, so I added the style to that class by putting dot red CL, curly bracket open, and then I closed it and then I typed color equal to red. So whichever element would contain this class, it would change its color to red. Then I made another head class, as you can see here. So this is our head element. So in this what I did was I added CSS to it. So whichever element would contain this head class would change its font style to italic, change its font weight to bold, and change its text decoration to underline, as you can see it. So if the an element would contain these both, then these four codes will be applied, as you can see here. Okay, so here is our that we made in the live video. Now I hope you understood this class selector. I told another thing in the end, but now I will tell it in the starting one. I will remove this one. Let's save it. So like if you want that, I have added this now and I will comment this. Do you know why? You must be thinking that one. So I have done this because I want that every p tag or element which contains this red CL class should only apply this style. So this is another optional one thing, so that you can use this as a feature of class selector. So like it would help us finding the class in a particular element. Like if I made another and I did it as h2 first, it will not apply here. Okay, why? Because I only have selected the paragraph which contains red CL, so it will apply in this only because it is containing the paragraph element and the red CL class. Okay, I hope you must be understood this class selector. Okay, now I will come to the ID selector. So ID selector is same as class selector but a little different also. Like why do we use ID? To name something. Am I right or not? Yes, I would be right only with this thing. So I hope it would be fine. Let's leave it like that. So now I have constructed a div tag, then I have constructed a paragraph tag, and then I have constructed two of these span. Okay, so now I will save it. So as you can see, this class red CL is not working because the paragraph which is containing red CL. So here the paragraph is not containing red CL, but the span is containing red CL. So it will work for ID if I do paragraph comma span. Sorry, I will tell you after some time in the end of this. Okay, now I got it. I will tell you after this. Okay, now what I will do is I am running it, so it is being run. So I have also added two IDs here, span 1 and span 2. So now I will copy these both here from here, like I commented these before here. Yes, uncommented and here. So first, this span is working. Yes, these both IDs are working. So this becomes our ID selector. We are selecting using ID and we are applying the CSS using our ID. Okay, so I hope you understood this also, but let me tell you more thing here. Okay, so now I will tell you some more things here. So now if you put two IDs in one, two names in one, it would be confused and it would give an error. Okay, so like I am a boy, so boy is a class, for example. Then my name is Akshat, so Akshat is a ID. If I add Akshat and code with, so these will be, someone would call code with, someone would call code Akshat. So like this would happen and everyone would get confused, in fact me also. So we only remain it like this. Okay, so what is this? I will just, yes, there is no need for it for now. Okay, I will remain it like this, so it will be like this. Okay, now let us come to universal selector. So universal selector is a selector which does a lot of things. You might not get to know, but it would do many things. Okay, now let me tell you one of those things. If you want to add CSS to the whole web page, okay, the whole web page, are you getting it? The whole web page, then you can use this universal selector. I will show the example of it also here. So here is our universal selector. I will copy it, I will paste it, I will save it. As you can see, this role has formatted according to this. So what I did was I changed the whole text. So whichever text would be there in this would change its font weight to bold, font style to italic, font text decoration to underline, font color to orange, and font size to larger. This is for every text. This will only apply for list, as the list type will be square. As you can see, the list type equal to square. Now this background color black, you must be thinking that it would apply only after this, but like it also works like body. Like if we only do body and I will remove it, I will say it will still happen because we are using the body. It will contain the body, so it will only be changing the background color of the body, whole body. Okay, so I hope you understood this also. Universal selector. Now I am going on this group select. Group selector is nothing but another type of selector, which is the last selector we are going to discuss. So in group selector, the thing that happens is that we can, so first let me tell you the analogy of it. I will just comment this whole. So like this is whole plane now. If you want a style to be applied on these both without using a class or without using a single element and then coding for it, so you can use this group selector. So like I want to format h1 and the span, h1 and the span in whole of the body, then it will find all of the h1s, all of the spans, and if there are both conditions are meeting or one of them is meeting, it will then go to this code and print it. Okay, so the like font style, it will change to italic, weight to bold, decoration to underline, and color to background color to orange, black, and the text color to orange. So the same has happened here. All of this has changed according to this, according to our code. Okay, so these were all type of selectors. I also made a Google form that you can, okay, so you can fill it and you can give the feedback. So you were not, if you were there, I will put the live feedback link in the video description. So before ending it, I would tell you to subscribe my channel, like this video, share this video, comment below, and bye bye for today. Okay, so I will meet you in my next video. Bye.